Hello, welcome to another video on Fight Club 5 and Game Master 5. Today I'm going to cover probably the greatest feature of these two apps, and that is the ability to send characters from Fight Club 5 directly into Game Master 5. And this is very important if you are running a campaign in Game Master 5. It's very useful to have updated character information for the players in your campaign. When you're using the initiative tracker, for instance, it's nice to have the latest armor class and hit points and various skills and hit modifiers and things for your characters, just so that you can kind of keep an eye on their capabilities and make sure that you're building encounters that are good for them, that are balanced and not too difficult or too easy. That's kind of a difficult thing to do sometimes, and the more information you have, the better you're going to be at it. Realistically, you're not going to have up-to-date information at all times. There are going to be changes that come up during the game that you won't be able to account for, but it'll give you a pretty good idea. For instance, on the Grave Cleric I have here, he has an armor class of 16. Well, that's going to depend on whether or not he has a shield equipped or not. So if I unequip his shield and I'm using, say, his longbow, then his armor class is going to drop to 14. For the most part, the player will be responsible for remembering that, but having that information at least in Game Master 5 is going to make your life a lot easier. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to export this character by going to the menu, and I'm going to click Share. Now, there are three ways that you can export this character in Fight Club 5. One is you can export him as an NPC, so that when it imports into Game Master 5, it automatically adds them as an NPC. That's great if you have NPCs in your campaign that you've created through Fight Club 5, or player characters that maybe you've created in other campaigns that you want to use as an NPC. You can convert them to that format. It doesn't really change a whole lot about the character. It's just how it comes into Game Master 5. If it's a player character, then obviously you want to use the Create Game Master PC file. And then, of course, you can use the Create Fight Club file if you want to, say, transfer this character from one device to another. A good example of why you might do this as a DM is I keep Fight Club 5, as you can see, on my iPad for my own characters, but also for my players' characters. This way, if there is a change that they make during the campaign, I can actually open mine up, make the same change, and then do a quicker update in Game Master 5. They don't have to do anything special to get me the file. So in this case, I'm going to create a Game Master PC file. And there's a number of different ways that I can share this. Now, when I'm playing with my players, they're running Fight Club 5 on their iPads. I'm running Game Master 5 on my iPad. We'll often use AirDrop, and that's the ability to just quickly send a document or file from one device to another. Or they can text it to me or email it. In this case here, I'm just going to save it to files because that's easy for me to do. I have a folder specifically for... I'm actually going to drop it just in my top level campaigns folder. So I'm just going to click Add, and that saves it to my local files. Again, I could have airdropped it or used messages to text it to myself. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to open Game Master 5, and we're going to add them to my Lost Mine of Phandelver template I have here. And I'm simply going to hit the plus next to player characters. You can see I can import things from various other campaigns within Game Master 5, but that's actually not what I want to do. I lied. I'm going to go to the menu, and I'm going to say Import, and I'm going to go to Select File. Now, you can import all kinds of different files here. I need to back up a little bit, and there is my character. I click on the file, and he's added, just like that. And then when I bring up that character, I have his update information. Now you'll notice here his shield was not enabled when I exported it, so his armor class is Jonas 14. That's something that you want to be aware of when you do your export. You want to make sure that you have him in whatever is the most commonly used scenario. If he's mostly doing casting or bow work from a distance, then fine. I'll be okay with that, and I'll just remember to add the 2 to his AC if he's equipping the shield. But that's all there is to it. It's, like I said, very straightforward. I can go back and do it again real quick with a different character and show you. And we'll grab my monk here, and I say share. And this time let's make him an NPC. So I'll do the Game Master NPC file. There isn't a whole lot different to the process. The app manages it pretty much for you. So then I go to, I almost did it again, I almost hit that plus sign. I go to import, select file, it remembers my location, I pick Shen, and now he is a NPC. And you see it's largely the same type of information, it's just now in a different section. So it really doesn't change how the character information looks per se, it's just a matter of where it's available. So if I then go into, say, an encounter, say the Goblin Ambush, I can add a combatant. I can go to my characters, and I can add my Grave Cleric, and I can even add my NPC Monk. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. Please hit subscribe and keep an eye out for more videos on Game Master 5, Fight Club 5, and some other apps that I'll be starting up more videos on, like Wonder Draft and Evernote. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.